Good afternoon, it's March 27th, it's a Sunday, it's windy, it's a little cooler, right around freezing. Just going to walk around the neighborhood, have any big plans, sort of a random stroll around Cathedral neighborhood. Zigzagging, that's always a good plan. So we'll start, how shall we start? Let's start by going this way and we will zigzag until we hit. See how that all plans out here. Actually, let's go this way first. Go down the alley. So, Kickstarters are going great guns. It's less than $650 Canadian from funding. 11,383 when I set out. Maybe it'll be up when I get back. That Kickstarter is, of course, for Shapers of Worlds Volume 3, the anthology fiction fantasy by authors who were guests during the third year of my podcast. It follows Shapers of Worlds and Shapers of Worlds Volume 2, which featured first and second year guests, respectively. And speaking of the podcast, there's a new episode today featuring Richard Polinelli, an award-winning science fiction and fantasy author, as many of my guests are. This has cleared off a lot just since Friday when I walked along here. I have my hat on, but maybe the sun's going to be warm enough I won't need it. I don't think I want to zigzag down the alleys. I'll stick to the roads. Hi, Renu. Lots of snow piled around in residential areas, but if you get up to the edge of the town, it's quite brown on the fields. So this is kind of the last gasp. In here where it's more sheltered, you get more snow hanging on. We'll go up here and start our zigzag. I'm fine. I hope you're well too. Oh, lost mint. Every once in a while it gets out of focus and I don't know it, so if I touch the screen, that's supposed to focus it. Ooh, ice there still, so watch out for today. Not as bad as Friday's walk around the lake. That was a bad ice day. But the ice is going. It is going. Soon it will be gone. There's some really warm weather coming, plus 11 or something. But we had this little blast of colder air the last couple of days. No snow with it, but it did get colder for a bit. And today it's a bit cooler. As I said, I don't know if it's above freezing yet or not. Might be a degree or two above freezing. Oof. Tomorrow I walk along the creeks and then I'll go up on the dike up there. So if you want to check out the new podcast episode, that's at theworldshapers.com. That's my podcast. The Kickstarter is at tinyurl.com/shapersofworlds3, numeral 3. Still lots of great backers rewards available, and you will get them because it is going to fund. No question that it's going to fund. So the project will go ahead. And that means next year at this time, I'll be doing it again. Since it's worked so well 3 times. I almost just wore my runners today, but decided to go with boots. Probably a wise choice. Now, I don't think there's another block for me to... There might be. Is there? Maybe there is one more. I can zig to the left before I start to come back the other way. So I'm staying on this side of the creek. What's that? Still showing? Is what still showing? Looks like that is the end. I thought there was one more block, so that means to be consistent with my plans, I need to walk this way now. To be true to my zigzag pattern. Here comes a dog. There's always a dog. Usually multiple dogs. Two dogs. I was right. Multiple dogs. Two dogs in a row. The first one only had 3 legs, I think. Do seem to be getting along all right. So now we're actually come back pretty close to my house, but my zigzag pattern will take me along Leopold Crescent here. Hi, Charles. Well, it's about 35 maybe Fahrenheit here at the moment. As I was saying off the top, although there's still snow around the houses, if you go out to the edge of town, the fields are all brown. Now, to decide exactly how this works zigzagging when you've got this crescent here. It's not really a zigzag, so I think I'll go up here to the side street and zag from there. We'll go by the historic row houses here. Henderson Terrace it's called. Built in 1914, I think. Or was it 12? There's a sign. I've walked by it a million times and I can never remember. And in some places there's only snow because it was piled there during snow clearing, so it made it deeper than it would otherwise would be. Like there. Henderson Terrace, AD 1913. Okay, well, split the difference. 1913 it was built, these houses. I'm sure they're run as condos now. I'm not sure condos were a thing back in 1913. That's a bird call. Doo-doo. It's a very spring sound. Not a bird you hear during the winter. Sometimes I walk across that field, but not today. Back at the crescent again. My boundaries are kind of Albert Street and Elphinstone Street for this zigzag walk. This is Leopold Crescent. Actually, I don't usually walk across that field. I've often walked across this one, but again, not right now. Oh, that's all that equipment over there. Did they tear down a house? Something else going on. Road work? Don't know. Well, I think I will take off my hat. The sun is very warm. The air temperature is cool, but the sun has a lot of warmth in it this time of year. Past the equinox. The days are now longer than the nights. See, I don't know what those pieces of equipment are there for. It's a very purple house. It's a bold color choice for sure. It's pretty in the snow though. Oh, let's take the alley. Or is it too watery? Oh. And I'll run into a puddle if I go that way. Fairly deep one it looked like. Some newer houses along here. This neighborhood works. Of course, my favorite yard feature is the TARDIS here. It's an unusual yard. You got all that, and you got those. And the TARDIS too. So College Avenue. We will cross if it's safe to do so. Saskatchewan Rough Rider. Fan lives there. I actually know who lives there. The faith, even in the bad years. There have been many of those, and occasional good ones. We're hosting Grey Cup this year, so that might make for some interesting walks if I can walk around some of the festivities. Probably in November. After the weather has turned the other way again. Hopefully no snow, but he certainly... We'll have tickets. We'll be there at the Grey Cup. Mosaic Stadium. And we'll start going back to games this year. We never went last year. We didn't go. Oh, this is a paved alley. I'll take it. Again, there's no real pattern to this walk. It's a very high fence and posted with no trespassing. Most antisocial, that one. There's a big puddle. I did not. Because the pavement suddenly goes away here, and there's a lot of mud. I don't know what that was all about. House for sale, if you're looking. Mary's. Only been in there a couple of times. Sanctuary. I sang at a wedding there. Oh, a new house going in this lot. Which was a little odd because I actually met the guy whose funeral I was going to see. They knew I sang, and I lived not far away from them. It's back in the 90s. But I still remember that, meeting the guy whose funeral I was going to sing at, and did. Cancer, I think, so he knew his time was limited. All of our time. Or we know it, but we don't know when. He knew when, more or less. What's the Sally look like? Oh, not so bad. Let's take it. Tomorrow's garbage pickup day, so I gotta get the garbage out when I get home. That means Wednesday will be recycling day. Garbage is still only every 2 weeks, but that'll change sometime soon. In the cold weather, they only pick it up every 2 weeks, which makes sense. Recycling is always only every other week. Perhaps not the most scenic walk, but nothing if not thorough. I have done walks just in the alleys when it was dry. I might do that again, just to be different. There's always interesting decorations on garage doors. Not always, but many of them have interesting decorations. Okay, well, we can zig over one more to get to Elphinstone. This is one of the half blocks. This one. So here's my western boundary for the walk, Elphinstone. I guess I could extend it and go over the other side, except we're at the schoolyard, so that would take me to 13th, so that won't work. So we'll just 13th, unless there's an alley, but there aren't generally emptying onto Elphinstone. So it's Connaught School over there. Kids playing basketball. Again, that's a new school that replaced an old school built in 1914. Ago. maybe 4. Also an interesting colored house. There's Connaught. So coming this way, we'll go around the corner right by Connaught Public Library, which I've occasionally done programming in. Big puddle on the corner. Probably not very deep, but could be deeper than I want to walk through. It's quite shallow, but I'll go around it on the grass here. Alright, so now we'll turn up 13th. This way. There's the Connaught Public Library, built in the 30s. 1830, I think, exactly is what it says above the door there. Oh, go down this alley. Slate Fine Art Gallery over there. That used to be Creek and Cathedral Bistro, one of our favorite little restaurants, and now it's a fried chicken Chinese food takeout joint, so that's a shame, really. It was a nice place. Small, but it had good food and was interesting to eat in. Alright, I'm going to start zigzagging back. This is Montague. We will consider this alley, see what we think. I think not. This here is Pike Avenue, which I would not have even known we had a street called Pike Avenue. Had you asked me, although I have been by this house many times, I like it. Nice classic look. It's an older one there, you can tell by that style with the brickwork and then the veranda. And then a brand new one next to it here. Well, past this little one. That's a Holy Rosary School over there, and the cathedral is coming up. Brand new in there. Splash. Now, there's kind of a path through there, but I doubt it's been cleared, so I think I'll stay out of the schoolyard. We will go this way. Like there's a sidewalk there, but yeah, I was right. Not cleared at all. So it wouldn't be a pleasant walk today. We'll go that way once everything melts off again. The wind is quite chilly. Having taken off my hat because I was warm in the sun, I'm getting chilly. I think I'll put it back on again. Hang tight. I'll be right back with you. Not really going anywhere, just putting my hat on. There we go. My toque. T-U-Q-U-E, toque. There's the cathedral. We won't be going right by it this time. what I often have. Smell wood smoke. Somebody's got the fireplace going. Sort of a different view of the cathedral than I usually give you, because I'm usually right down in front of it. Interesting cloud pattern in the sky too. What's this alley look like? It looks puddly. I will pass on that one. Playground looks wet. So you have the cathedral, Holy Rosary School, then there's the school board office. Separate school board offices are down here as well. The old part of the school was built a long time ago, 1914 or something. I can't remember that either, although there is a sign, but I'm not going right by it, so I don't know if I'll see it or not. Can I read it? Not really. I think it's 1914, but I think everything. It's just a nice round number, and of course, everybody remembers it from the start of the First World War, so maybe that's why I always default to 1914. Probably houses here from roughly the same era, some of the older ones. That sort of formal porch with the pillars hasn't been done much. Oh, there's a hole in the pavement. Lots of little free libraries around here. Water's running, so it must be above freezing, at least in the sun. There's no front door in front here on this one. It's around the side. Another different sort of design, older design, I'm sure. I'm a public service voter. I don't even know what that means. This house is for sale if you're looking for a house in the neighborhood. Here's another one. Craig Witherspoon. Well, this may be a shorter walk than I thought. I thought this zigzagging would string things out, but I'm going to be back home pretty darn quick at this rate. But that's okay. Too big a puddle at this end to try to get down that alley. Actually, I will end up somehow zigzagging further than the house, I think, so see how that works. A couple of houses I'll bet were built at the same time, since they have exactly the same design. It's different colors. This is Cameron, which connects to Angus Crescent, which is my crescent. So yeah, I will end up back home in a shorter walk than I anticipated, but oh well. Just waiting for the last vestiges of winter to go, and then I will be out first thing in the morning. Right now there's still been kind of icy first thing in the morning, and I don't like that. But that's when I'm more consistent, is if I go out first thing in the morning and then plan the rest of my day once I'm back from my walk. So getting there. That's a very blue house. Sometimes I think if I contacted the realtors, maybe they'd pay me to walk around and do this. Show off people's neighborhoods and the houses that are for sale. A new one there. Newer, anyway. What's this alley look like? Well, this one's not bad. We'll walk down this alley just to be different. Down at the end is the old Sastel building. And then there's which is on the other side of Albert Street. Somebody's newer house here. Their garage is wide open. So presumably they're in there. Or not. No yard there yet. Just a little patch of dirt between the house and the garage. Maybe, well, it wouldn't be a yard even if you put grass in it. It's just a postage stamp. Similar design, probably built by the same contractor about the same time over there. At College Avenue. But I won't go down the Crescent because I'm still zigzagging and it hasn't brought me there yet. We'll take one zig down College. That will take me to Davin School. And another zig will take me home. So I guess that'll be it. Fairly short walk compared to some. Little blue house. Very dark greenhouse. Another striking color. Bit gloomy for my taste. Bit military, actually. This is a nice house. I've been in that on a homeschool tour. Not a homeschool tour, school home tour, Davin School home tour. A homeschool tour would be a tour of people who are homeschooling, I guess. This is a nice one too. I think I've been in that one on that corner too, come to think of it. And there's Davin School. They can call it the Crescents if they want, but it's Davin School to me and always will be. And it still says Davin School over the doorway. Built by the same architect and in roughly the same year as our house was built. Portnoy, Francis Portnoy was the architect. Okay, not the best angle because of the dumpsters, but and my daughter used to play on those swings and in that playground all the time. So here's Connaught Crescent, which is only a half crescent because of the schoolyard here, which was a farmyard at one point. All of this, of course, was farmland at one point. I think it was a dairy farm, if I remember right. And our intersection up here will be where I quit, so only about a 40-minute walk. I honestly thought that would take longer. at least 50 minutes. But maybe I'm still thinking of the slippery days, snowy days with the sidewalks clearer. Everything suddenly gets shorter, not shorter, but shorter time frame to cover the ground. See, Friday, just walking around the lake, which is normally under an hour, was an hour and 7 minutes because of the ice. Whereas once it's all gone, I can easily do that in a little under an hour. Could do it even faster than that, but it's hard to talk if you walk too fast. I tend to walk faster if I do a no talking walk, which I will do again one of these days. Okay, here we are at my corner. So thanks for walking with me, and I'll do it again sometime very soon, tomorrow to be precise. Bye for now. If you're still watching and I haven't said goodbye yet, it's because for some reason the icon for stopping the recording doesn't seem to be there. I thought it was just too bright to see, but it doesn't seem to be there. I don't know, that's weird. Huh. Oh, there it is. That was weird. Okay, bye for real. And happy spring to you too, Charles. Bye for now.